Okay, I wish the euphoria would have been, more, but obviously it's very low to the extent that newspapers didn't even capture anything, not even Daily Graphic. None of them captured anything. It means that, I don't know, are you serious? So, King Kanija is with me to help me unpack the mystery surrounding the poor performance. I don't know if he can, but I guess he will just explain some of the things happening to us, right? I saw a very interesting headline, damning, to be precise, I mean. I'll read that later. But King Kaninja, a member of the sports team, the Metro sports team, he's joined me this morning. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. It's a pleasure.
We'll say Black Stars.
I'll say Blasters. Go Blasters.
Yes, go Black Stars, go what?
Go Blasters, go Ghana.
Go Ghana, okay. Go Black Stars, go Ghana. Okay. I've actually committed myself. I've always said that I can never give up on them. No matter what, rain or shine, win or lose. But honestly, I'm only human. It gets to a point where sometimes I want to give up. I really want to give up. Yeah.
Irrespective of the results, there is only one Ghana.
Yeah.
And there is no national team than the Black Stars.
Yeah. So I can actually tell you that a lot of people don't know what's going on. So take us through the journey. We're doing World Cup qualifiers, right? Take us to what we've gone through so far, which group we're in, the level at which we are, what are the countries we are in the same group?
For sure. So for the benefit of those who are watching us and following the Blasters for the first time, this is a World Cup qualifier. Tournament started way back in 1930. So from 1930 to 1958, Ghana didn't participate in any of the qualifiers between the space from 1930 and 1958, simply because we were not part of the member association of FIFA. So Ghana became member association of FIFA in 1960. Then in 1962, we started playing qualifiers for the World Cup. Now the World Cup is played every 4 years. So from 1962 till today, that is 2025 that I'm talking with regards to the World Cup qualifiers. This is the 17th edition Ghana is participating in FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Now in 1966, Ghana didn't qualify. Of course, we withdrew along the line, same as the 1982 tournament in Spain. Ghana withdrew from the tournament, but with the exception of these two tournament in between the space from 1962 to the last World Cup, that is Qatar 2022, Ghana has been actively involved in qualifying for the Mundial. So this is the 17th edition. Now, Ghana has an unprecedented achievement, being the first African country to have qualified for 4 World Cups out of the last 5 World Cups. So for the last 5 World Cups, we've been able to participate in 4 of them.
Okay.
In the last 5 World Cups.
The only African country?
Yes, the only African country.
Oh, wow.
To have done that.
So I guess we should clap for
ourselves. We should be proud. And especially whereby our maiden edition or the first ever tournament.
When you say being part of it, you mean qualified and played?
Yeah, qualified and played. Okay. Yeah, qualified and played. So this is the 17th edition that we are participating in qualifying series. Of course, we've played the World Cup for 4 different occasions. Like I made mention, this is the 6th time Ghana is looking forward to qualify in the last 6 editions. You understand? So now it comes back to the maiden edition in 2006. Ghana went to the 2006 World Cup, making its maiden appearance in the World Cup. We were the only African country to have qualified from the group stage to the knockout phase of that particular tournament. And again, Ghana presented an average age. We in fact participated in the World Cup with the youngest squad of that particular tournament. That is 2006. And we're the only African country to have made it to the next round of the competition. Again in 2010, Ghana was the only African country to reach the quarterfinal stage of the said competition. Then we started declining in 2014. Yes, in 2014 in Brazil, Ghana exited the group stage. In 2018, it was a no-show for Ghana because we couldn't qualify in 2018. Then it came in 2022 in Qatar. Ghana exited again in the group stage. So we've been actively involved in the qualifying series like the way we are doing now. Yes, now let's come back to this particular stage, this World Cup qualifiers. So 3 countries are hosting the World Cup. That is United States of America, Canada, and then Mexico. These are the 3 countries doing the co-hosting for the 2026 World Cup. This is the first time FIFA is also expanding the number of the participating countries from the usual 32 to this time 48. So we'll have that large number of countries participating in the World Cup. So for sure, if we top our group, we'll get the automatic slot to be in the World Cup. If we fail to get the automatic qualification, then we have to wait for the other results
of other teams.
Exactly.
That's when we start doing the math.
Exactly. Okay. The addition and subtractions. Then we can clearly know whether we will be in the playoff series or we won't go at all. So that is the format for this year's World Cup. It's either you top your group and qualify automatically or finish second and rely on the points per the countries that you will be competing with.
Oh, that's the dynamics this year?
Yes, for this year.
So it's new?
It's new, very new. This is the first ever edition. FIFA has expanded the numbers.
So the second in the group will have the opportunity to rely on other games.
Yes, to engage each other in a playoff format.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
oh,
in a playoff format. So
okay.
Even if we fail to qualify or we fail to top our group, we still have a chance. But in this time, it's not guaranteed. You get it? Now let's come back. Ghana is still topping Group I. We are in Group I with the likes of Mali, Central African Republic, Madagascar, Chad, and Comoros. So we are in this group with this kind of countries. Of course, on paper, everybody knows for a fact that Malians are the strong team in this particular group, aside the Blasters.
Well, for having played in the last 5 World Cups and Ghana qualifying, we can't call them the strongest. We don't care.
Yes, I agree, but I am just doing comparison.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
No, I'm just doing comparison per the positions. Of course,
for the last 5 years,
I strongly agree with you.
We are the strongest.
I strongly agree with you because even with the Malian national team, the only achievement for Mali is when they finished second in the 1972 African Cup of Nations. Ghana, we are 4-time champions of the AFCON. Mali is here to make an appearance in the World Cup. We've gone 4 out of the last 5 World Cups. So I clearly understand where you are coming from there. When it comes to competition...
Let's not beat ourselves down.
Exactly.
We keep calling them, oh, they are strong, they are strong. But, I mean, the last 5 years, we have qualified, they didn't.
Exactly.
So what makes them the strongest?
The reason why many Ghanaians will side with whatever I'm saying is the fact that with all these achievements and the level Ghana have been so far, we are still finding it difficult to beat the likes of Comoros. We still find it difficult to beat Central African Republic. We will beat a team like Chad.
And even Chad.
And the next few couple of months, we'll struggle to beat them again. We'll still meet Nigeria in the Nations Cup qualifier at Accra Sports Stadium. We'll sit at the comfort zone for us to be beaten by these people. So the conversations has not been the same as it used to be.
Okay.
You understand? So, yes, it's a World Cup qualifier, and when it comes to World Cup, like I made mention, the records are there. Ghana mean business when it comes to World Cup.
Okay, so Group I, you say Chad, Comoros, Mali, and...
Central African Republic. Madagascar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madagascar.
All right. Okay, so we are topping this group now?
Yeah. Currently, Ghana is leading with 16 points. Followed by Comoros. Comoros played yesterday against Central African Republic. So Comoros right now has 15 points, of which they've played 8 games so far. Yes. So we have played 7 games with 16 points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it means today we're playing with?
Mali.
Mali today.
Mali is lying at the 4th position on the league log. Currently.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, we are playing Mali.
I still stick with my points.
I mean,
okay, anyway, but they are not a team to play down at all.
Absolutely. They are not pushovers. Like I made mention on paper, Mali are the strongest side according to the positions in the Ghana group. Mali are the strongest side. Yes, we went all the way to Bamako some few months ago, beat them by 2-1. But the dynamics are not the same as today that we are talking. Because Mali, after that particular loss to the Blasters of Ghana, they've been able to put themselves together, I mean, galvanizing some sort of results to be where they are on the league standings. Again, records and history says that prior to the 2010 World Cup, we were in a similar situation like this. We engaged Mali in 2009. Now, the first game was played, I quite remember, the 7th of July 2009 in Bamako. That was the first game in 2009 in our quest of qualifying for the 2010 World Cup. We went all the way to Bamako and beat Mali by 2-0, 2 goals unanswered. I quite remember goals coming from Mighty Wamoa and Kojo Asamoah. Now the return fixture, latter part of that particular year, 2009, at Accra Sports Stadium, the Malians scored the first goal.
Yeah.
In fact, they won the first half. We came back in the second half strongly. Matiwama got Ghana on the level pegging with Mali. Again, Mali took the lead again. Then we had to struggle at the stroke of second half. I think somewhere 83rd, 84th minute was the time Anthony Annan, that time, salvaged a point for Ghana. So the last World Cup meeting at Accra Sports Stadium ended in a draw against Mali. In a similar way. And in this one too, the first leg we went to Bamako and beat Mali 2-1.
It's repeating itself.
That's the question we are asking. But especially when we are coming from the backdrop of having not been able to beat Chad. The conversation in town looks quite different. Mixed feelings among Ghanaians. Yeah. People doubting what these players are capable of doing. So it's a matter of...
But sometimes you see the dynamics of maybe a game sometimes largely depends on the team. If the team is very weak and you are complacent, they will take you for a surprise.
Absolutely.
But if you go into it knowing that the team is strong, it also works psychologically in a different manner.
Yeah.
So you can play differently with Chad and then meet Malians and you are saying, oh, for Malians, they are the strongest. It means that when you're going in, you can imagine that the mindset you're going in the match.
Exactly, because many Ghanaians didn't even give the Black Stars a chance to go all the way to Bamako and beat Mali. Most of us knew that maybe the best results for Ghana in that particular fixture in Bamako would have been a draw. But Ghana came out victorious in that game. Again, like you rightly said, now, in recent times, it has become very difficult for Black Stars to win games, especially against clubs that are very well-known and well-positioned on the continent of Africa. You can name them. We've played, I think, Nigeria twice. Extremely difficult to beat Nigeria. We went to the Nations Cup. We saw what happened. We drew against Egypt, but we lost against Cape Verde. So, I mean, countries that are tough on the continent of Africa in recent times, it has become very difficult for Black Stars to beat, especially when it's a competitive game. So, if you look at the groupings and the standings, it shows clearly that our destiny is in our own hands. What we choose to do with the qualification lies with the coach and the players that will go for war for Mother Ghana. Sorry. So, I am of the view that, look, the players know, or they should know, the business at stake in this game. The coach can't afford to lose this particular point.
Okay, now let's see what the sports minister also can or cannot afford to do.
The sports minister, okay, so from where he sits as a supervisor...
So this is the headline. Which foolish army cuts soldiers' pay on the eve of war? Sani Dara takes on Kofi Adams.
I have read a lot of commentaries about this particular comment from the former spokesperson for Ghana Football Association. I don't side with him. I don't agree with whatever he said. I think that with over pampering these players, they've not given us anything. We've been to major competitions whereby we've been paying huge sums of money comparatively to the countries that eventually win the competitions, yet we have nothing to show. So if this is the approach from the minister is representing the good people of Ghana. Of course, he's not a stranger. The winning bonuses? No, the winning bonus has not been cut, but the procedure of paying has changed.
Has changed.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. I was waiting to hear what you had to say. Kofi Adams' claims on / Black Stars bonuses misleading. Details emerge. It says Ghana Sports Minister Kofi Adams is facing renewed criticisms after it emerged that his claims about slashing Black Stars player bonuses to $5,000 are misleading and inaccurate. Mr. Adams already under scrutiny for what many have described as a populist approach. Disclosed details of the Ghana Football Association budget estimates just 48 hours before the World Cup qualifier against Chad in Jamena. Is that the name of the place? And
in Jamina.
In Jamina.
Yeah.
The disclosure not only triggered public debate, but also appeared to disrupt the team's focus, with the Black Stars setting for a disappointing 1-1 draw. But please, is it money or the game has really shifted?
Yeah, yeah.
The focus of the game has shifted from winning game to winning money. I think that's how it's looking like now. So the moment you play with money, they get all, you know, they get in disarray.
For sure.
And they're not focused anymore.
For sure. I mean,
they give us very disappointing results.
You see, you can attest with me that whatever happened in 2014 World Cup was something that was uncalled for. These players hold the country to ransom.
Yeah.
They were at a point demanding for money before they would go and play. So I always say this, that most of our problems with regards to the Black Stars is manufactured. The problems are not there. You will see one person sitting somewhere who try to create the problem, and at the end of the day, it will come back and haunt us as a country. Now, like what you read, I am a big fan of the sports minister. I like people that are very principled and firm. But again, I didn't like his position, because as a sports minister, as a sector minister, you can't hold a press briefing and then the next few hours or day, you go back on radio doing a radio tour. So what was the essence of you?
The press briefing.
Yeah, for the press briefing, because that was the opportunity to tell everybody what exactly the country needs to know.
Happening. I mean, the press briefing is enough. And in sports, you can't afford to be talking too much. You complicate things.
Exactly. And that is the more reason why people are finding it difficult to understand whether the winning bonus was slashed or the payment plan has changed or whatsoever. So I think in going forward, the people around the sports minister will be telling him the things that are supposed to do, so that, I mean, the people of the country will have that belief and trust in him. But in going forward, I don't think, if money win trophies, Ghana would have gotten about 10 trophies since 1982. But money...
is it not our fault from the country? Is it not our fault?
It is. It is.
Because first of all, we've taken away the patriotism that, you know, makes players really want to play for a country, money or not.
With that problem, I will not attribute it to the entire people in the country, but certain people called the football people, the people managing the Black Stars. They have, one way or the other, tried to put that thing in the head of these players that, hey, without money we can play better. But we've been giving these guys huge sums of dollars. What has been the outcome? What has been the outcome? Since 2019, Ghana has been exiting the group stage of the Nations Cup. Go and check how much of an amount of money we've been giving to these players compared to the countries that has, I mean, come out winning the tournament.
Yeah.
Ivory Coast won the last African Cup of Nations. Go and check their winning bonus. You go to Morocco, you go to Algeria, you go to Senegal. It boils down to consistency and how serious you are. Today we call this player, tomorrow we sack him. We put a criteria of getting a national team coach. We were looking for a 5-year working experience, somebody who is a proven winner. At the end of the day, the football people settled on Otuado, who wasn't even an assistant coach where he was working. That is Borussia Dortmund.
So what was he?
He was a scout for the team.
Oh.
He was just a scout for the team. Not even part of the assistant coaches. He was just a scout. You understand? So, like I'm saying, most of our problems is manufactured. We know the solutions to the problems, but it looks like the pending problems feed certain people very well.
Yeah.
So they just don't want to get rid of the problem.
Yeah. Actually, the problem is a source of revenue for football people.
You get it? So how can you sit down as a discerning person and make a budget of $1.3 million for a game against Chad, a country you beat 5-0, and you make a budget of $1.3 million? How?
Yeah.
So, well, for me, dear, I always say that we have a lot to do.
The sports problems and challenges are quite enormous, and we cannot solve it here. But just to let you know exactly what's happening in our country while we are in the jerseys. So the match today.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay, the 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
What scoreline are we expecting?
Well, for the scoreline, I must say that it will be a very difficult game, a very close, very tight game against Mali. As a Ghanaian, I will be very happy to see Ghana winning. But I must be sincere to people. The way we've played so far, especially under Otuado, in difficult times, in big games, my hopes are not up to 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. If he gets things right, especially from the selection of players, the game plan into the game, how he read the game very well to affect his substitutions. His substitutions should be influenced by the real game situations, not by the fact that he feels like this player has to play.
That's how he's been
sometimes,
behaving. You think you suspect that?
Yeah, sometimes because there are two players that can deceive a coach. We have those who want to play and those who have to play.
Who have to play?
Yeah, those who want to play and those who have to play. If you are not careful with these two, you will always get it wrong.
He's always going for those who have to play. Ghana we did. Anyway.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll win.
Yeah,
we'll win.
I hope so.
I think 1-0 will be a fair result.
Let me predict 2-0.
2-0. 2-0. There is no way Blasters can score 2 goals against Mali. Mali will not retaliate.
So 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Fair.
Either 1-0 or 2-1. The moment Ghana will score 2, Mali will score 1. So either 1-0 or 2-1. Yeah. So let's see who wins between me and you. I am rooting for 1-0. You are going for 2-1.
Yeah. 2-1. Okay. Yeah. Like
if Care is not taking, Mali will score first goal at Accra Sports Stadium. If Care is not taking, we need to get the first half right.
Score first.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Well, let's do the bet. Let's start the betting now. Yeah, 2-1. Please bet on 2-1.